The God great within the boat of Ra on the day of souls is my soul, in the front among those who reckon years. Come hath delivered for me, my soul, my eye of Horus, which established my splendors on the forehead of Ra, and rays of light upon the faces of those who are in the limbs of Osiris. Not shut ye in my soul, not fetter ye my shade. Be there open a way for my soul and my shade. May it see the God great within the shrine on the day of the judgment of souls. May it repeat the words of Osiris, the beings hidden of dwellings, fetterers of the limbs of Osiris, fetterers of the souls, and of the Kuh, who shut in the shade of the dead, who can do evil to me, not may they do evil to me, turning away their path from me. Thy heart is with thee. May my soul and my Ku be provided against passages there. May I sit among the great ones who dwell in their seats. Not may restrain thee the fetterers of limbs of Osiris, the fetterers of souls, who shut in the shade of the dead. Is not thy place of possession heaven? If be known chapter this, he cometh forth by day, not is shut in his soul. Chapter of walking with the 2 legs and coming forth upon earth, saith Osiris. Ani hath done for thee works all thy seeker twice within his dwelling place. Within my legs in the netherworld I shine above the leg of heaven. I come forth from heaven. I sit down by the side of the divine spirit. Alas, I am weak and feeble. Twice I walk along. I am weak and motionless in the presence of the teeth. Ganache their mouth in the netherworld. Osiris, scribe, Ani, triumphant in peace. Chapter of passing through Amenta and coming forth by day. Saith Osiris. Ani, opened is Uni. Unu, shut is the head of Thoth. Perfect is the eye of Horus. I have delivered the eye of Horus, shining with splendors, on the forehead of Ra, the father of the gods. I am Osiris, that same dwelling in Amenta. Knoweth Osiris his day. Not did he exist there, not shall exist I there. I am the moon among the gods, not come to an end I. Stand up then, Horus. He hath counted thee among the gods. Chapter of coming forth by day and of living after death. Saith Osiris, Ani, hail only one, shining from the moon. Hail only one, shining from the moon. Let come forth Osiris, Ani, this among thy multitudes, those outside. Let be established him among the shining ones. Let be open to him the underworld. Behold, Osiris, Osiris Ani shall come forth by day to do his will upon the earth among the living. Chapter of coming forth by day after having traversed the tomb. Saith Osiris, Ani, hail soul, mighty of valor. Verily, I am here. I have come. I see thee. I have traversed the netherworld. I have seen my father, Osiris. I have dispelled the night. I am his beloved. I have come that I may see my father Osiris. I have stabbed his heart of Set, performing things for my father Osiris. I have opened to me way every in heaven, in earth. I am a son loving his father Osiris. I have become a prince. I have become glorious. I am provided with what is necessary. Hail God every, shining being every. Make for me the way, Osiris, the scribe Ani, triumphant. Chapter of making to return a man himself to see his house upon earth. Saith Osiris Ani this, I am the lion god, coming forth with strides. I have shot arrows. I have wounded the prey twice. I am the eye of Horus. I have opened the eye of Horus at season this. I have arrived at the furrows. Let advance in peace, Osiris Ani. Another chapter of coming forth a person by day against his enemies in the netherworld. I have divided heaven. I have passed through the horizon. I have traversed the earth upon his footsteps. I am taken possession of by beings beatified and mighty, because I am, behold, provided with his millions of enchantments. I eat with my mouth, I chew with my jaw. I am, behold, the God, the Lord of the underworld. May there be given to me that which is everlasting. Osiris, Ani this, without his, in adoration of Ra, in his rising in the horizon, when becometh his setting in the life. Saith Osiris, the scribe Ani, homage to thee, Ra. In his rising, Tumu Harmachis, adored art thou when thy beauties are in thy two eyes, and are thy shining rays upon my body. Thou goest forth in peace, thy in thy sectet boat. Thy heart is gratified by the winds in the eight boat. Its heart is glad. Thou stridest over heaven in peace, art overthrown thy enemies. Sing hymns of praise to thee, the stars which never rest. Praise thee, the stars that never set, as settest thou in the horizon of Manu, beautiful one. In the two halves of the sky, the Lord living and established as my Lord. Homage to thee, Ra, at thy rising, Tmu, at thy setting beautiful. Thou risest, thou shinest over the back of thy mother, O crownedest King of gods. Maketh not homage to thy face. Embrace thee, Mat, at the double season. Thou stridest over heaven, thy heart is glad. The lake of Testes become at peace. The fiend hath fallen, his two arms and hands are cut off, hath severed the knife his sinews. Is Ra in winds fair? The sectet boat draweth on it, he arriveth being towed along. The gods of the south, north, west, and east are for the praising thee. The double pout of forms of existence, sending forth the world of the earth, is inundated with silence. O only one, existing in the heaven when naught had come into existence, the earth and the mountains, runner, Lord, only one, maker of things which exist. He hath formed the tongue of the cycle of gods, drawing out that which is in the waters. Thou cometh forth in it upon the inundated land of the lake of Horus. I smell the air coming forth from thy nose, the wind coming forth from thy mother. Make thou glorious my beautified beings, make strong thou Osiris, my soul. Adored art thou in peace, O Lord of the gods, thou art exalted by reason of thy wondrous things. Shine thou with thy beams upon my body daily, Osiris, scribe and accountant of divine offerings of gods all, superintendent of the granary of the lords of Adios, royal scribe, veritable, loving him, Ani, triumphant in peace, adoration of Osiris, the Lord of eternity, An-Nefer, Horus of the double horizon, many of the forms of existence, mighty of shapes, Phasakros, Tmu, and Heliopolis, Lord of the hidden house. He hath created Memphis and the gods, guide of the underworld. They glorify thee when thou settest in the nut. Embrace thee, Isis, in peace. Dwelleth away she, the fiends, from the mouth of thy paths. Thou giveth thy face upon Amanat. Thou makest bright the world as the smooth metal. The dead rise up to see thee, thy breath the airs. They see thy face as riseth up the disk in his horizon. Their hearts are at peace by reason of seeing thee. Thou art eternity and everlastingness. Homage to thee, Lord of the starry deities of An, and of the celestial beings in Karaba. Thou God Unti, glorious more than the gods hidden in the Heliopolis. Homage to thee, An and Antes, Horus in the double horizon, long of step, he pressed forth over heaven. He is Horus of double horizon. Homage to thee, soul of the everlastingness, soul or ram god, dwelling in Tatu, Unnefer, son of Nut. He is Lord of Ekkert. Homage to thee in the dominion over Tatu. The Uret crown is established upon thy head. Thou art the one, maker of his strength. Thou art at peace in Tatu. Homage to thee as lord of Akaitri, placing the Seker boat upon its sledge, turned back of the fiend of maker of evil, making the rest the Utchat upon his place. Homage to thee, strong one, in his moment, great one, mighty, at the head of Naratef, Lord of eternity, maker of everlastingness. Thou art Lord of Hicaropolis. Homage to thee, resting upon right and truth. Thou art the Lord of Abydos, are joined thy limbs to the netherworld. Thou art he who hath fraud and craftiness. Homage to thee within his boat, bringing happy from his source, shineth the light upon his body. He is the dweller of Nekhen. Homage to thee, maker of the gods, king of north and south, Osiris, triumphant, master of the worlds in his seasons gracious. He is the Lord of the world. Grant thou to me a way that I may pass in peace. I am just and true. I have not spoken lies to my knowledge. I have not acted with motive second. An adoration of Ra when he riseth in the horizon eastern of heaven. Rejoice those who are in his train. Hail Osiris, Ani, in triumph. Saith he, hail disk that Lord of rays, rising in the horizon, day every, do thou shine upon the face of Osiris Ani, in triumph. He adoreth thee at the daybreak, he maketh to rest thee with praise at eventide. May come forth the soul of Osiris, Ani, victorious with thee into heaven. May he go forth in the Mat boat. May he come into port in the Sekhet boat. May he go in among the stars which set in heaven. Osiris, Ani, being at peace and in the triumph, saith he, adoreth he is Lord, the Lord of eternity, saying, homage to thee, Horus of the two horizons, Khepera, that is who created himself, doubly beautiful is thy rising in the horizon. Thou shinest upon the two lands with thy beams. Gods all are in rejoicing when they see thee in condition of king of heaven. Nebunet is placed upon thy head. Her portion of the south and her portion of the north are on thy forehead. She maketh her place before thee. Toth is fixed in the front of thy boat to annihilate thy enemies all. Those who dwelleth in the netherworld come forth to meet thee with homage, and to see thy image, that beautiful. I have come before thee. May I be with thee to see thy disk day every. May I not be shut in. May I not be turned back. May I be renewed, my members, by the sight of thy beauties, like thy favored ones all, because I am one of those who worshipped thee upon earth. May I arrive at the land of eternity. May I be united to the land of everlastingness. Thou, behold, hast ordered for me it, my Lord. O hail Osiris, Ani, victorious in peace. Victorious, he saith, homage to thee. Thou risest in the horizon as Ra, stablished by might. Thou passest over the sky. Face every is for watching thee and thy progress. Having been hidden from faces there, thou givest thy myself at dawn and at eventide, every day. Goeth forward in strength, Sekhet boat, having thy majesty, thy beams shine in all faces, not known are they, thy rays, not can be told thy beams. The lands of the gods must be looked upon, and the colors of the eastern countries of Punt, for to be computed what is hidden. Thou makest alone by myself thy form in its appearance. Thou comest into existence above new. May he progress even as thou progressed not. May he make concession even as thy majesty maketh not a cessation for a period little, striding, traveling over distances of millions of years, and hundreds of thousands in one moment little. Thou doubtest them, and thou settest. Thou makest an end of the hours of the night, likewise thou dost thyself count them. Thou endest them according to thy statutes, and the earth becometh light. Thou givest myself to thy work under the form of Ra. Thou risest in the horizon. Osiris scribe, Ani, triumphant, he saith, he adoreth thee in thy shining. He saith to thee in thy rising, when thou makest dawn in the exalting over thy coming into existence. Thou art crowned in the majesty of thy beauties. Advancing thou mouldest thy limbs. Bring them forth painlessly. Born is he in the form of Ra, rising in the upper regions. Grant thou that I may reach the heaven of the everlastingness, and of the mountain of thy favored ones. May I be joined with the shining beings, holy and perfect of the netherworld. May I come forth with them to see thy beauties. As thou shinest at eventide, and thou goest to thy mother Nut, thou givest thy face to the west, and my two hands are in adoration when thou settest as the living being. Thou behold, art the maker of eternity. Art adored thou when thou settest in Nu. I have placed thee in my heart without wavering. O mightier than gods, Osiris, Ani, triumphant, saith he, praises to thee, rising like gold, illuminating the two lands on the day of his birth. Giveth thee birth thy mother upon her hand, thou illuminest the orbit of the disk. Light great rising in Nu, strengthen his generations of men with the Nile flood, making festival in all the countries all, town all, temples all, glorious by reason of thy beauties, supporting thy Ka with meats and food, mighty of victories, power of powers, fortifying his station against the wicked devils. Mighty of splendor in the Sekhet boat, mighty is he exceedingly in the Etek boat. Make glorious thou, Osiris Ani, with victory in the netherworld. Grant thou that he may be in the netherworld empty of sins. I pray thee, put behind thee his faults. Grant that I may be among the venerated beings with the shining ones. May he join the souls which are in the Sertet. May he journey into the Sekhet, Aru, through the decree with joy of heart. O Osiris, the scribe Ani, triumphant, thou shalt come forth into heaven, thou shalt pass over the sky, thou shalt be associated with the stars, shall be made to thee praises in the boat, thou shalt be hymned in the Atet boat, thou shalt see Ra within shrine his, thou shalt set with his disk day every, thou shalt seat the ant fish in its coming into existence upon the water of turquoise. Thou shalt see the Abtu fish in his season. May it happen that the evil one shall fall when he setteth in order destruction for me. Let be cut asunder his vertebrae. Is Ra in winds good? Draweth onward the Sektet boat, and arriveth in it. The sailors of Ra are in rejoicing. Nephthahk, her heart is glad, for fallen hath the enemy of her Lord. Thou shalt see Horus in the place of lookout, and Toth and Mat in the two sides. God are all in rejoicing when they see Ra coming in peace to live the hearts of the shining ones. Osiris, the scribe of the divine offerings of the lords of Thebes, Ani, triumphant with them. To be said on the day of the month, saith these words Osiris, the scribe Ani, triumphant in peace, triumphant say he, riseth Ra in his horizon, the cycle of his gods are following him at coming forth of the god from the place secret, showing strength, bringing himself forth from the horizon eastern of the heaven at the worlds of Nut. They rejoice at the ways of Ra, when straightway the great one he goeth round. Fastened together art thou, therefore, O Ra, within thy shrine. Thou breathest the winds, thou sallowest the breezes, thou makest to devour the jaw bones in thy dwelling on the day of thy smelling, right and truth. Thou turnest aside the the divine followers who sail after the divine boat, to come back to the mighty beings at thy word. Thou numberest thy bones, thou gatherest together thy limbs, thou givest thy face forward, Amenta, the beautiful, comest thou there, being renewed day every. Image, behold, that of gold, having the splendorous of the disk of heaven, possessing terror. Thou goest round, being renewed thyself day every. Hail, rejoicing in the horizon, shouts joy in thy towing ropes. May the gods who are in heaven, when they see Osiris Ani in triumph, give to him praises like Ra. May Osiris, the scribe Ani, be the prince distinguished by the Urutu crown, and may be apportioned his meat and drink offerings of Osiris. Ani, triumphant, may he be strong, many times in body that, may he be the chief of those who are in the presence of Ra. Osiris, scribe Ani, triumphant, may he be strong upon earth and in the netherworld. Osiris, scribe Ani, triumphant, mayest rise up thou, strengthened like Ra, day every. Not shall tarry Osiris Ani, triumphant, not motionless shall he remain in land this forever beautiful, seeing with his eyes, his 2 ears, and hearing right and true twice. Osiris, scribe Ani, triumphant, cometh back twice from Heliopolis. Osiris Ani, triumphant, as Ra arranging the oars among the followers of Nu, not hath said Osiris Ani, triumphant. What he hath seen, not hath repeated. What he hath heard, Osiris in the house which is concealed. Hail, shouts of gladness to Osiris Ani, triumphant. The divine body of Ra is in the divine boat of Nu, together with satisfaction of the double of the god according to his will. Osiris Ani, triumphant in peace, triumphant as Horus, mighty of forms of existence, say words over a boat of the cubits 7 in its length, made in color green for the divine chiefs, make a heaven of stars, washed and purified with his natron and with incense. Behold, those must make a figure of Ra upon a stone plaque, new with yellow color, and it shall be placed in front of the boat this. Behold, thou must make a figure of the deceased, with whom thou wishest to make perfect in strength in boat this. Make it to travel in the divine boat of Ra. Will look upon him, Ra, in it himself. Do not thou show it to anyone, except thyself, thine own, or thy father or thy son, and keep guard them over their faces. He will be seen in the netherworld as a messenger of Ra. Adoration of Ra on the day of the month whereon he saileth in the boat. Homage to thee within his boat, rising twice, shining with rays, making to rejoice mankind for millions of years according to his will, giving his face to the Hamet Capera within his boat. He hath overthrown Apep. O ye children of Seb, overthrow ye the enemies of Osiris, Ani triumphant, the opponents of good they shall destroy from the divine boat of Ra, shall cut off Horus your heads in the heaven of the form of ducks. Ye shall fall down upon the earth and become animals, upon the earth in the form of fishes. Male enemies, female enemies all, destroyeth them Osiris. He passeth through heaven, he appeareth upon earth. Come ye forth upon the water. Pass ye along in front of the starry deities, and slaughter them, Toth. Coming forth from Enreti is silent, and becometh the substitute Osiris, the scribe Ani. Behold ye then God this great of slaughter, mighty of terror. He washeth in your body, he batheth in your gore, destroyeth them, Osiris the scribe Ani, the boat of his lord, Ra Horus, Osiris Ani, triumphant, living of heart, giveth birth to him his mother Isis, nurseth him from Nephthys, even as did they for Horus, the repeller of the fiends of Sut. They saw Urartu crown established upon his head. They fell down upon their faces, O shining beings. Behold ye men, God's damned ones, when they see Osiris Ani, triumphant as Horus. He is being adored through the Urartu crown. Fall ye down upon your faces. Victorious is Osiris Ani, triumphant over his enemies in the heaven above, in the heaven beneath, with the divine chiefs of God every and goddess every. Say over a hawk, great standing with the white crown upon his head, Tamu, Shmu, Tefnut, Seb, Nut, Osiris, Isis, Nephthys, write with yellow color upon the plaque of newness, and place in a boat his with a figure of dead person, this, anointed with unguents. Let them place incense upon the fire, and ducks to be roasted, an act of praise of Ra. It is when arriveth his boat, this with Ra to place every saileth he there, slaughtered the enemies of Ra, are in very truth, to be done on day 6th of the festival, the chapter of the Sekhet boat.